Hello everyone, this is the second part of tutorial videos dedicated to character creation system, and today we're gonna add some logic to really generate a random character using our parts of metahumans that we have created earlier. And I would like to mention that previously we have added all these visuals and we have duplicated groom bindings. But if, for example, you're gonna use just one head type, like Oscar head, and change his eyes, nose, and the scepter, so that a form of a head will stay as it is, but only some parts will change, you will not have to duplicate bindings and do what we have done earlier. Well, let's start. Let's open a game folder. Let's open character creation folder. Create new folder and call it models. And we need to create some enumerations. Right click, blueprint, enumeration. Let's call it E head. Open it, add two cases. First is gonna be type 1, type 2. Also, let's call it E man head. Duplicate it, E gender. Let's add all existing genders. Next, E man hair. Or let's add E hair. We have three types of hair. E beard. We have three types of beard, and am I right? Do we have three types of beard? I don't remember already. Yes. And one more type is gonna be none. And let's move it to the top. So it's gonna be a first case. The same for mustache. E mustache. Mustache. And here it should stay the same. And we need some model of visual configuration of a character. Let's create a blueprint structure and call it ES character visual configuration. We are creating structure so that it will be much easier in the future if you will add some game save logic or add some replication. So here we're gonna have first gender, head, man head. No, let's call it just head, as we have done for hair, beard, and scepter. E head, E head, hair, and beard, mustache, and we also will have to configure hair color and skin color. So let's set two parameters. First is gonna be hair color of type linear color, and the same for skin. For skin, we're gonna use not color but skill tone, and it's gonna be float. We are making it float because a material for a skin doesn't support setting an exact color. It supports like changing the darkness of a color. So that's why we're using a float here and not a linear color. You will see it later. And I think that's all for now. Okay, now we can close this. And let's open character creation and add a new actor. Let's create blueprint class actor. It's called BP character template and open it. So what we're gonna have here, sorry, we need to have skeleton meshes, and we're gonna copy them from metahuman. Let's open our metahumans, search for manhead type 1, open a blueprint. It tells us that we are needed project settings. Okay, enable missing. Okay, let's copy everything, including metahuman and LOD sync. And not like this. How am I supposed to paste it? I think I just have to, maybe I have to copy only body, no? I'm sure there is a way to copy it but with saving in hierarchy. Mm. What the hell? Maybe. So to copy everything from here by with saving the hierarchy, we have to compile BP character template and select from root to LOD sync, copy it and paste it here. So now we don't need one more root, so we're gonna drag body onto root and now we can delete root. So here is our character. Also, I have already deleted flip-flops, so you can delete it by yourself. Okay, so here is our metahuman. Let's, we can close metahuman blueprint. Let's select LOD sync and set forced LOD to 1 for character creation. And now we need to create, let's open a folder where our blueprint is located. And let's create some interface, blueprint interface. So why we are creating this? Because you may have in your project a variety of actors, characters that you want this logic to work with. And duplication of logic that we will create is not a good solution. So we need to create a universal solution that will be able to work with any actor that will, for example, implement this interface. So let's call it BPI character parts provider. Save, open, and let's call functions get head, and the output is gonna be mesh, or let's call it head from uppercase H. This is gonna be skeletal mesh component. duplicate it, get hair. Let's see what is the type of hair. That's groom asset component, or what is it? Just groom component. Get hair, it will return us groom component. Get beard. Did we rename and get hair to hair? No. Hair also should return hair, not head. Duplicate get beard, get mustache. Mustache. Mustache, beard, hair. And get body will return skeletal mesh. I have duplicated from get head. Body. Save, compile. Let's open our BP character template and implement this interface. Open class settings, implement interfaces, add BPI, character parts provider, compile, and here you will see that interfaces section is expandable. It is strangely separated by categories. Let's open our BPI interface and change category of these functions to parts provider. Control C, get hair, get beard, get mustache, get body. Save, compile. You can close this interface and recompile character template. Here are our functions. Let's implement them step by step. Get body, just select body and plug it into body. Mustache goes to mustache. Beard goes to beard. Hair goes to hair. Head, face goes to head. We also need to provide eyebrows, because when we will change hair color, we have to change eyebrows color too. So let's add this function to an interface. Let's duplicate get mustache, for example, and call new function get eyebrows. It's gonna return groom component, eyebrows. Did I spell it correctly? Yes. Okay, and let's implement get eyebrows now. Select eyebrows. We don't have any fuzz. I'm not sure that I have spelled it correctly, by the way. I think that we can even delete it from here. Okay. That's all for BP character template. Let's open our level and put it somewhere. For example, let's put it here. And let's add a tag to this character. Type tag, and to an actor add character template. Okay, now we need some logic that will work with our parameters. We're gonna create a separate service that will do this. No, let's open character back and add one more variable here. Let's call it configuration, visual configuration as character visual configuration. Save, compile. Now let's create a new folder in our character creation folder called services. Let's create blueprint class, all classes, object, call it BP character creation manager, and open it. Well, This service will be responsible for logic of changing a visual state, for storing what types of hair are available, and for generation of random configuration. So first let's create variables, and let's call it mm, I'm not sure, by the way. Let's okay, let's create some functions first. Let's create function like generate random configuration. Input is gonna be for gender, because there may be some varieties of hair, and whether we have to generate a beard or mustache for a female character. Okay, generate random configuration, and this is gonna return us some configuration of type as character visual configuration. For now, it's gonna return nothing. Next function that we're gonna create is gonna be start editing character, and input is gonna be character of type BPI, character parts provider. This is, we're gonna promote this character to some variable and call it current character. Okay. And let's add variables. First is gonna be man heads, in section man, or let's call it as our genders male, and not man, male heads. Here we're gonna have e head, and this is gonna be an array. Duplicate male hair, e hair, male beards, e beard, male mustache, e mustache. Okay. Let's add a new variable and call it hair colors. This is going to be an array of linear colors. Linear colors array. And that's all. So now we need to set up these variables, like what heads are male heads, type 1, type 2, male hair also type 1, type 2, type 3, male beards. We have 4 types, 1, 2, 3, mustache 1, 2, 3, 4, type 1, type 2, type 3, and hair colors. Let's add 4 colors, for example. This one, totally black with alpha 1, totally white with alpha 1. Orange. Okay, so here is start editing character function is called. Now we need one more function called apply yes, apply character configuration. So what this function is gonna do, it's gonna get character, get its configuration, and apply it. So it will change actual groom, actual skin color, hair color, and etc. But to do that, we need to open our blueprint interface and add the function get current configuration. This is gonna return us configuration of type as character visual configuration and set configuration with input configuration. Save, compile, open our character. Let's implement these two functions. Set configuration. This is gonna be an event because this function doesn't return anything. Set visual configuration and get current configuration, connect visual configuration. Okay. Let's open BP character creation manager and apply character configuration. So what it's gonna do? We're gonna have functions like setup gender. Let's change section to I don't think that we have to do that. Input is gonna be we don't need any input. Setup gender, setup head, setup hair, setup beard, setup mustache. And let's open apply character configuration, and here we're gonna call these setups in the correct sequence. So first we have to set up gender. Then we have to set up head. We have to set up head before we are setting hair, before we are setting up hair and anything else. Then hair, beard, mustache, and one more set up colors. Also, let's call it the last one. So let's start. Gender. We're not gonna do gender now. I will add this logic later if I will see that this tutorial series have an interest. Let's start from head. What we're gonna do here? We're gonna get current character, get configuration, break it. Here we have head, and let's select. Next, we're gonna get current character and get head. And call set skeletal mesh asset. And we're gonna select this skeletal mesh asset. For type 1, we're gonna use skm head t1. For type 2, we're gonna use skm head t2. That's all for setup head. Let's copy this current character, get current configuration and breaking. Next, let's open hair, paste it here. Now we need to get current character, get hair, and let's add a sequence, I think. Because first we need to set grooms, and second we have to set groom bindings. So not here. Sequence have to be here. Get hair, and we're gonna call set groom asset, and we're gonna call set groom set binding asset. So for every groom we have to set both asset and both bindings. Well, let's get hair. I think let's promote it to a local variable, L hair. Get this L hair here and call select. Groom asset goes here. So for type 1 we're gonna use, let's see what we have for type 1, visuals, hair, type 1. Recede messy. Recede messy. For type 2, curly fade. Curly fade. For type 3, buns. Okay, now to binding asset. This is a little bit harder. We need to get hair, paste it here, select. Plug here. Next, we need to select again depending on the head type. So here is our head. We're gonna select 3 times. Let's duplicate 1, 2, 3. This one goes to type 1. This one goes to type 2. This one goes to type 3. Because depending on the head, our asset for each hair type may vary. So for type 1, we have recede. Recede. We have for type 1 we have just binding. For type 2 we have recede messy binding underscore T2 because this is binding for a second type of head. And the same for type 2, it's curly fade just binding, then binding underscore T2. And for type 3, buns binding buns T2. That's all. Copy this, open setup beard, paste here, and we are doing the same. Promoting to beard to a local variable, L beard. Get in our current character, get beard, add in some sequence, set groom asset, and set binding asset. Get in beard, selecting. Okay, here we have 4 types. For none, we're leaving as it is. We're setting nothing. For type 1, let's go check what do we have for type 1. Uneven. Type 2 is soul patch and type 3 is messy. Soul patch, and messy. Okay, binding asset now. Copy lbeard, select. And we can just open our setup here and copy this. I don't want to create 3 selects. Plug head here, head here, head here. And plug it to type 1. For none, we don't have any binding asset, we don't even need it. Type 3. Now we need to select, first one is uneven, binding, then uneven binding underscore T2, then we have soul patch. So let's search for soul patch, binding, soul patch binding T2, and messy. Let's search for, here it is, messy T2. That's all for beard. Let's copy this and copy these three selects. Open mustache. So instead of beard, we're gonna now promote to local variable mustache. L mustache. Next current character, get mustache. Get mustache sequence, set groom asset, set binding asset, mustache, select. Okay, now let's see what mustaches we have. Curly, chin strap. Oh, nothing for none. Mustache, chin strap, and handlebar. Copy mustache, paste here, and select binding asset now. Okay, first is called Carly, so let's select Carly. Just select not hair Carly, not beard Carly, but mustache Carly binding. Carly T2, then we have chin strap binding, chin strap binding T2, handlebar binding, handlebar binding T2. Well, okay, that's it. So I don't think that we will set up colors now. I think I want to check this logic if it works. Also, I'm not sure about these functions like start editing character. It looks weird. I suppose that we may use only apply character configuration. So let's uh, get apply character configuration and then two inputs. Character configuration as character visual configuration. And what we're gonna do here, before calling setup gender, head and so on, we're gonna set current character like this. Get him and set configure and call set configuration like this. And we can remove start editing character because this function kindly irritates me. Okay, now let's open our player controller. Let's open game, core, main player controller. And on new game, open on new game function. Here we have transit camera to camera, hide main menu. Well, I think that we need to generate a random character every time when we start game. Every time when main menu appears, like in begin play. So let's create a new function, call it generate random character for creation. Move it to category character creation. Open begin play and call it somewhere here, like here. Also, we need our service. We have created it, but we have never constructed it and saved it anywhere. It should be saved in player controller, so player controller will retain this service. Let's open our construction script and construct object from class BP character creation manager, promote a variable, call it character creation manager, compile, save. Now we can open our generate random character for creation. Here we're gonna get our character creation manager and call generate random configuration for, we don't have female logic, so only male now. Then we're gonna get our manager and call apply character configuration. But we need our character first, so we need to get this one. As you remember, we have already added a tag, character template. Let's copy it from here, open player controller and call get all actors of class with tag. Paste this tag here. Actor class is gonna be BP character template in our case for now. Call get first one and plug it here. It will be plugged because it implements this interface, so they have the same type. And plug in configuration. Well, generate, and we have to call the generate random character. Okay, it's here. So what I think now our character should be generated with randomly. Let's see if it works. Okay, he has another hair type. Oh, we forgot to implement this generate random configuration function in our manager. Let's open it. So here it just returns as a default configuration. Let's make this configuration connect gender to gender. Now what we're gonna do? Head. We're gonna get our gender. Get gender. Select. Let's select head and random, call random array item and plug in array to select result. Why we're doing this? Because for male and female we may have different head types. Now we have an array for male heads. Let's connect it to male and female left as it is. We're doing the same for hair. Random array item, gender, select. This is a skeleton like for a future, so that if we will implement a female, the only things that we will have to do for character generation, we will have to plug an array here, here, and here, and then without any extra logic. Male hair, the same for a beard, and so on. Okay, here it is. We're gonna leave hair color and skin tone as it is for now, because we don't have any logic that requires it. And let's start game. Okay, here is one variation. Here is second variation. I'm not sure if head is changed. I would like to see Yeah, here is another head. Let's move camera closer to a face because we're changing only face for now. I want to ensure that hair looks correctly. Okay, something is wrong with the beard for this head type. Is it because of LODs? Let's open character template, LOD sync, and let's set to 0, for example. Will it work okay for LOD 0? No, something is wrong, as you see. Something is broken. Well, set up beard. Well, let's do it like this. Let's open player controller and add some debug key, for example, U. And we're gonna call generate random character for creation every time when we are tapping on U, but it will not be handled because we have set input mode UI only. Let's set input mode game and UI instead of this. This should work. Compile, save. And I'm gonna run it in a viewport. Okay, now let's select this character where he is. BP character, here it is. Okay, our eyebrows are messed. Maybe because of eyebrows bindings, because we didn't change it. Hair is fine. Beard. Beard. Okay, there is no beard. So this is the problem with eyebrows. Let's tap U. Okay, something is wrong with hair. Binding T2. Well, U. Okay. Let's deal with eyebrows first. We have man head type 2. Here we have male hair, and we have eyebrows. So we need to open our service and create a function called setup eyebrows. We're gonna call setup eyebrows, and we're gonna get our current character, get eyebrows. set groom asset. And set binding asset. And we need to select depending on the head type. Let's get current character, get configuration. Oh, we should do it here somewhere. And break it. And depending on the head type, we're gonna do select. Let's do break here also. Select. Okay, so for type 2, we have flat thick. Let's use it as for type 2. And for type 2, we're gonna use flat thick binding. For type 1, we have man head type 1, male hair, just full. It's called full. Eyebrows full. Eyebrows full bindings. And let's open our apply character configuration and call setup eyebrows before setting up colors. So now eyebrows should look normally. Let's see. Okay. Eyebrows look okay. Something strange, but I'm not sure if if I will disconnect. Oh, that's a default eyebrow visual state, this one, so that's not something from us, it's from metahumans. So now we need to understand what's wrong with the hair. Binding T2. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I finally fixed it. Unfortunately, I have made a mistake in the first part of tutorial, but it's very easy to fix. Open your hairs, type 1, and bindings for a second type of a head. You have to provide the source skeletal mesh. Just select SKM head T1 here, tap save. It will take some time to compile this new binding. But after that, hair will look okay. And we have to do this for beards also. Let's open every binding for the second type of head and just select SKM head T1. Here it is. For type 2. Now third type of a beard. This is for beards and mustache. Now let's start. So you see everything matched perfectly for a second type of a head. And I think that's it for this tutorial video. And in the next part we will add the hair color change and skin color change, and maybe if we'll have time we'll start creation of user interface. Thanks for watching, see you in next videos.